Today is May 1st. I'm pretty pissed off at myself. So, I tried to start myself a little, let's say, egg farm. I bought 5 chicks, so they're hen laying chickens when they're grown. But I started off with 5 chicks. And I understand and know that sometimes it doesn't all go well, and today was that day where it just didn't go well. I've had the chicks for almost 3 weeks now, and they've been growing, but they're not fully developed or anything like that. They're still little chicks that run around. And in my infinite wisdom, I was trying to get them outside because they started growing big enough to flap their wings and get over the bin. So it was time for me to put a fence around them. I put an indoor chicken run inside the house for a while until they just started crapping all over the place. And I said, all right, I have to work my way on getting them outside. I put them outside. They were fine out there with their heat source, with their fluff, pine shreddings, and I figure I'd give them some space to run after work. So the first day I did it, it went well. I was busy in the backyard doing things, keeping an eye on them, and they seemed to know what they're doing. They were in one spot at one time, and then the next day they were in another spot. I tried to find them a more permanent home in the back corner of the fence. So I was going to build on to that. Um, but yesterday, I let them out after work and I left them unmonitored with no camera. I unplugged the camera because it looked like a hazy sky and it might sprinkle or something like that. So I took my indoor camera indoors and I had nothing to monitor them. I brought the dog in and I got on the phone with my babe, right? So I thought I set an alarm with Alexa, and yeah, Alexa decided she wants to play some soft music for the alarm, and I ignored the alarm supposedly. Didn't mean to, but it was downstairs and playing some soft music, and I didn't hear it when I was upstairs talking on the phone. Lo and behold, I missed the hour of sunset. I was supposed to be alarmed before sunset so I can gather my chicks, put them away. But it was well after sunset, around 9, before I came to the realization that, hey, it's dark outside. Let me go get my chicks. And I said, hey, babe, let me go get my chicks. You know, and I walked outside. I only counted 3 inside their spot because they were all nestled up trying to get close to their little heater. You know, and I was like, where's 4? Where's 5? And I started looking and looking. I checked the perimeter of the fence, looking and looking. I checked where I made sure that the chickens couldn't get out the barriers of the supposedly gaps in the fence, but those weren't disturbed. Looking and looking and said, all right, well, maybe let's say pretend that they did get out. So I got a ladder, started looking over the fence. I had my light on my phone. It was no good, no success. At night, it was almost quiet. I heard the peeps from the birds inside of the coop, but I couldn't hear anything else. So I went to each side of the fence again, listening. I went outside to the front of the house and was listening, and had Lieutenant Max try to search. Couldn't find anything. He was just going nuts. Lieutenant Max was of no help. I don't know what happened to his poor cadaver training, but he was no help. I went up the street, went down the street. I was tempted to knock on the neighbor's door, the Hispanic neighbors, but I'm not sure if they would understand. There's only one person, the student there, who knows how to speak English, and because I looked over the fence already. I didn't see any. Like this morning, I looked over the fence. I didn't see anything. I saw bird activity, however, those are the wrong birds. It was like a red bird, probably maybe something, and regular old birds that eat the food out of the bird feeders and stuff. So I didn't see chicks moving, and their yard was almost clear, so I could see most everything. Now the other neighbors in the on my other side, their dogs sound pretty vicious. He's got a three-legged dog, and he's pretty angry. Probably angry that he only has three legs, but if the chickens went there, if the chicks went there, they probably are no chicks no more. I also didn't have any protection from the sky, so something could have swooped down and gathered two chicks and took off. And if they took off and escaped some other way, I wish them well. I have to get over it. I have to get over myself. I lost two chicks. I'm glad that they didn't die in my view. I know I was trying to take care of them, and I did very well, at least to my knowledge. But somehow they are gone. They are missing in action. So, homage and respect. I bid you farewell. Yeah. But so long to two chicks. I still have three chicks, and I hope they grow up to be good hens, and I hope they produce enough eggs for me to eat. Yeah, I hope I take good care of the last three. I'm going to make sure I monitor them a little bit more closely before I just let them go free. And I don't mean to take it out on anybody, but I'm still a little bit, upset with myself and upset that they're gone. So, bear with me.